Ba-ba-ba-boo, boo, boo, ba-ba-boo.
I am especially little lady because I'm a Lelafel. Okay. Oh my god. The frickin' t-shirt! Are you kidding me? Okay. Okay. Oh, there's a frickin' fate. Of course there's a frickin' fate. Let's speak to the Royal Seneschal so we can start to join in these. Why, if it isn't Emma, 'tis my greatest pleasure to welcome you to this year's Little Ladies' Day festivities. Have you partaken in this year's concert yet, my friend? The songbirds and the sensual prince are, as ever, our shining stars on stage, and they've been practicing oh so diligently for the event. My, how marvellous! What seasonal sensations! The songbirds and the sensual prince's performances have propelled their popularity to a fever pitch. Their economic exploits have defied every expert's expectations. As they balance billions of gil in gain, the masses can't help but contemplate. Why do folks flock to them? What forces drive this formidable fount of funds to flow? God, these tongue twisters. Forgive me for my raucous rambling. I am Doral Thoral, renowned reporter for the Mithril Eye. I mean to gather information on these prominent performers and pen a piece for our next publication. I could scarcely ask for a more perfect opportunity for promotion. Where the Mithril Eye goes, fame and prestige are bound to follow. The songbirds and the sensual prince will be thrilled to hear of this. Not a sensual prince, Taser! God's sake. 1,000 thanks. Then, without further fanfare, I shall solicit the citizens of the city-state for their feedback. Though, now that I think of it, my tendency to focus on the financials might poison the piece's perspective, so to speak. An objective observer would be ideal. This objective observer can help if you're willing to pay. I don't do commissions for free. Excellent. Fret not. You'll be duly compensated for your cooperation. Permit me to brief you on our performances then. The knowledge will doubtlessly provide a useful reference for your upcoming report. I shall begin with the songbirds, the pride and joy of Little Ladies' Day. Our talented trio consists of Ulala, dressed in crimson, then we have Narumi, clad in yellow, and of course Masha Makara, donning blue. They have come far from their humble beginnings, and their tireless effort has recently borne fruit. Of late, their concerts have taken the realm by storm, winning countless new fans across Eorzea. And 'twouldn't be remiss of me to not mention Picot, our dashing Seneschal Prince in Violet. He is a newest addition to our lineup and a rising star of his own right. He stole many a heart last Valentine's Day. Last Ladies' Day, sorry. They inspire one another, as well as their crowds, in equal measure. Their musical prowess is as a fresh spring breeze, breathing new life into the celebration as we know it. This year, we shall be outfitting concert attendees with a unique line of themed apparel and illuminations for the occasion, complete with matching colours for each member of our merry band. They know what they're doing with a name like that, yeah. Do you appeal to all audiences, allowing spectators to support their favourite singer? A sound strategy. Meanwhile, your prized performers pinpoint their most passionate fans in the process, making for a more memorable experience. With that, I believe I have enough to embark on our excursion. When you are set to search the city for some tried and true testimonials, simply say the word. Hello, I tried 14 once, could not get into it. I quit after realizing the beginning city was broken into 5 instances. That must be a very long time ago. Yeah, the main cities are not instanced anymore. They will often do... Oh my goodness. Okay. They will often do that... I can't spot where Della's character is. You should be here, right? I don't see you. Oh, now I see you. You are off to the side. Of course you're in that. Hello. Should I pick a different glamour? And what do you mean that the first instance outside the city was the size of a large closet? What do you mean by that? 14 is huge. Oh yeah, I'm gonna pop this on. Ah. Oh my god. Okay, so that's what we've got to look forward to, I guess. Let us continue. Let the collaboration commence. To begin, I suggest we search away from the stage as to not startle any spectators. Perhaps we might pursue possible leads near the perimeter of the Gate of Nald. We need but seek out and speak to those in Songbird and Scentshell's shirts. Shall we? You don't have to walk through a loading screen every 20 meters. What? No? Unless your computer was like rubbish or something. No, unless you're talking about the instance areas in like Uldar where you've got to go from one to the other. But just to show you, hold on. I will continue this in a moment. But it doesn't take much long at all. It's like you go through here. And then you load in. That was probably a bit long loading because is it like it's just a little, you know, it's nothing. Anyway. Oh, I probably need to pick up my person that was following me again. Let me just do that. Really? Alright, to each their own. I didn't really see it as a big thing. It means that the game loads faster in each area. Keen to learn about our favourite songbird, you say? Well, we here are the Ulala faithful. Gods, where do I even begin? Her presence on stage is second to none, and her warm smile can melt even the coldest hearts. She may be small, but the power in her voice more than makes up for it. And that's to say nothing of her passion for her fans and the music. It's why she dons such fiery red hues. I speak for us all when I say we do most anything for her if she'd ask for that winsome little smile of hers. So your small yet esteemed singer's stunning stagecraft stirs your sentiments, you say? Duly noted. I suppose I could sympathise. Sympathise. Yeah, that's not very long at all. You know, you will experience like less than 1% of the game. You're interviewing folk for a piece of the Songbirds and the Scent Prince. Oh, I'd love to participate. I'm a Masha fan through and through. She has a most amazing voice, and there's something about the way she dances that really speaks to me. You can tell she put pride into every facet of her performances, and it never fails to take my breath away. In fact, her dedication inspires me to be more mindful in my day-to-day living. Even with something as simple as descending the stairs, I'll often find myself thinking, I must be careful, Masha needs me. Speaking of dedication, I hear Masha's come up with one of the limited time dishes being served in the quicksand. We ought to sample it for ourselves. The Masha's perspective provides a particular sense of purpose past performances, extended into the everyday. Fascinating, all of it. With that, I assume we've accounted for all the aficionados in the area. However, if that Masha fan tell is true, oh my god, I can't read properly. If that Masha fan tells it true, those seasonal songbird snacks are bound to bring multitudes to Mistress Momady's establishment. Come, let us continue our queries at the quicksand. I used to play World of Warcraft. It still has instances between the different areas. So I don't get your problem. Definitely seems like a you problem. Alright. You're reporting for the Mithril Eye, are you? Well, as you doubtlessly ascertained, I am one of Narumi's fans. Though she may be the most demure of the three songbirds, she harbours a quiet strength and endless compassion that we cannot help but cherish. She approaches her art so delicately, so exquisitely, that she feels as though she is speaking to all her fans as individuals. It compels us to support her in her every endeavour, that she might always know happiness in the spotlight. The Narumi employs a subtle yet sincere approach. Imagining such a saintly smile on stage, why, I could certainly see the appeal. Yeah, I got really bored with playing WoW, and I was just like, what is the point of this? This is so fucking boring. And that's the point where I completely switched over, and I've been on 14 since and not looked back. I mean, my current playtime on Emma stands at 215 days, 2 hours and 5 minutes. Miles. Asking about the stars of Little Ladies' Day. Well, you've come to the right place. Most folk are head over heels for the Songbirds, but I've only got eyes for Picot. His debut last Little Ladies' Day really won me over. As Seneschal Prince, he takes upon himself to treat his fans like royalty. He's incredibly handsome, of course, but his honeyed words and that sweet little smirk are the highlights of his every show. Would that he could be my prince every day. Oh, and when you shine his violet illumination into the crowd, he does notice, even if you're in the very, very back row. Last Little Ladies' Day, he winked in my general direction and, well, even if he didn't actually wink at me, I'd like to believe it was so. The mere thought of Picot's past productions is enough to make most fans swoon, a true testament to his talents. And if the rumours are true, he strives to serve all his fans, be they lads or little ladies, which means there's hope yet that I too can be a princess under his sovereign smile. As assumed, our performers possess a fiery fan base. With this wealth of wisdom, I am well prepared to write, but one thing struck me as strange while we were wandering. I espied an elegant young lady surveying the songbirds and sensual stage from afar. I am interested in interviewing her as well, if she's so inclined. Shall we sally forth and see what she says? Yeah, 14 is an RPG first and MMO second. The story is so much more interesting. And honestly, I love the style of it. I very much prefer the kind of anime vibe, the kind of Western, the Eastern vibe to it over the Western look of World of Warcraft. It's just prettier. It's much more prettier, and you can do so much more with like G-posing for photographs. Why, if it isn't the kindly adventurer from seasons past, 'tis I, Aldea Thorn. Why, you've been well, I trust. Such serendipity, a sign of the honoured House Thorn. I had heard that your house had contributed a substantial sum in support of these festivities. Come to celebrate and see the show, I gather? Indeed, on behalf of House Thorn, and out of my own curiosity, I wish to behold the annual concert with my own eyes. 'Tis heartening to know the annual performances have blossomed into such a passionate showcase of song and dance. Would that I could join the audience and show my own support. Though you are hale enough to travel this day, I must advise against it, my lady. We cannot risk worsening your condition. Alas, it is as Rodolph says, I have not the strength to sway to the rhythm and jump about as I please. But from the vantage point, I can, at least, gaze upon the stage and the audience from afar, a rather enlightening experience all told. Even from this distance, it is easy to tell how much the performance means to all of them, how joyful they all are. Teehee, I dare say their energy is contagious. Delight and devotion takes many forms. If these crowds can find happiness by supporting their beloved singers, if we can garner their interest in this holiday, but even for a fleeting moment, then I could ask for little else. Poignant answer you make. Poignant point you make, my lady. And it's as you've ascertained. All who answered our inquiries delighted in describing their preferred performers, each selecting to celebrate in their own way. There's no correct answer as to how to celebrate the season, for only together could they make Little Ladies' Day the fine festival it's become. Such is likely a significant source of its singer's success. I must thank you thoroughly for your thoughtful theories. It shall serve as a fine addition to my article. They are merely fleeting thoughts I had as I enjoyed the performances, but I am pleased they could be of use. I wish you both a delightful Little Ladies' Day. I do know of the World of Warcraft lore. When I used to play it was back before like the expansions came out, before the big divide happened that split one of the maps into. So I do know about the story of World of Warcraft, and you can't really compare that to Final Fantasy when you've only played 2 hours. You need to play probably about 50 hours at least. You need to get past A Realm Reborn. A Realm Reborn is really slow. The story's a bit dull. Once you get into Heavensward and onwards, that's when the story really starts to ramp up. If you haven't experienced that, you can't really argue for and against it. Yeah, Cataclysm. I played it before Cataclysm. Yeah. And I remember when was it Thousand Needles used to not be underwater? So I had played through all of that, and I still got bored. Alright, let's continue. We can switch our focus back onto the current event. And let's have less back and forth discussion of Final Fantasy versus WoW, if that's okay. We can move on from that. I owe you one of the committed cooperation, indeed. I've amassed all manner of argent accounts from the fans. Some show support by cheering in cacophonous cries to the stage, while others watch wistfully from a ways off, or make merry by feasting on festive foods. As the performer's popularity proliferates, so do prospective methods to please their fans. This guy is so hard to voice act, my god! Merriment made for one's pastimes is a mysterious, marvellous matter. For our favourite fads...
Get hydrated.
Oh, hydrate. I'll do a quick hydrate and then I'll reread that. Merriment made for one's pastimes is a mysterious, marvellous matter. For our favourite fads, we often find ourselves opening our wallets without so much a second thought. Even I am no stranger to that. But I digress. It's time we saw these songbirds and seneschal prints for ourselves, to fully fathom what all the fuss is about, provided we have permission from the Royal Seneschal. Alright. Welcome back. How fared the interviews? They went well. Wonderfully well, in fact. As our last task, we wish to watch one of the performances, if we're welcome to do so. By all means. Hold on. No. Oh, I hate acid bubbles. Ow. I haven't had an attack in ages. Acid reflux is a bitch. Let's retry that. By all means, I would love nothing more than to read your impressions when all is properly published. For a more objective observation, I'd like to spectate the show from afar. Might I ask that you take to the crowds? I can do that. Excellent. Enjoy the event, and we will reconvene once the stage is settled. The handmaiden here will furnish you with a set of songbird-themed attire and a portable illumination. Once you've obtained what you require, you need only wait for an opportune moment to join the crowd. During the event, the fate live from Aldar will appear and the steps are gnarled. Okay. Alrighty, so... let's go invite it. No, red's the okay. Alright, I'm in. Okay. Red. Okay, I get it. Okay. Violet. Got it. This is cute. And it's gonna be blue. I love this. Blue. Let's do that. And let's switch to purple since I've already done red earlier. I'll go for yellow next. Yellow. Blue. Violet. Red. I did the wrong color. Oops. Right, blue. There we go. We get red on Ulala again. Hey! Alright, certificate of collaboration. Let's do this. You have my thanks for your participation, adventurer. Your fever out in the crowds did not go unnoticed. I have played Flife. That was a good number of years ago. God, that must be like 10 years ago or more. My, what a marvellously masterful performance. Even from a distance, I could not help but offer a round of ardent applause. The fans' passion burned with brilliance that was all but blinding, matched only by the fiery fever of the performers. I see now why so many are drawn to such shows. Now it's time I inquired about your immersive involvement. How did it feel to savour the sights and sounds of such a spectacle? Admit that you revelled in every moment. Excellent, excellent. Thank you for your thoughts. I shall account for your attendance in my article. With this, I should be able to pen the perfect piece, but I dare not delay. Little Lady's Day is only so long after all. I give you my gratitude, adventurer. You have earned your rightful reward. I must take my leave, but may the fates see fit for us to meet again. The one that I enjoyed a lot was Ragnarok Online. I did manage to find the international one that I can play now, but it kind of feels different from what I remember, and it feels a lot more clunky. Maybe it's because the resolutions nowadays are much higher than what it was designed for. I used to play that loads. It was a pleasure to see you enjoying the show. Do not hesitate to join in again if you feel so inclined. With plenty of performances scheduled. I offer you my gratitude for aiding Doral Thoral and wish you a wonderful Little Ladies' Day. Yay! So I will need to do this on my 6 other alts. Okay. But I will do that off stream. I'm hoping this is enough to get what I need. I'm not going to have to do it again. Yeah, I can see that, Delith.
Welcome,
Wagyu! What the hell is going on? With the raids we had earlier on and now this? Are you kidding me? What the heck? You're playing Splatoon 3. Were you winning? Alright. I'm going to move outside the the fate area so it's not going off constantly in the background. Enjoy our special raid video. I'll be back in one moment. Did you have to use your Jackie voice when you're talking about stuff? You take the apple and you shove it right up there, and you take the onion and you shove it up there too. I'm not very good at this. Oh.
Attention. We are
Never mind, I lost the ball. I mean,
drones?
technically, because it's connected to the house, it does have a flared base. Oh! Orca whales! Oh my god! Isn't that One Piece? That's fucking One Piece. Wait a... Oh my... If you had to be a fruit, what fruit would you be? Well, probably a strawberry.
So how's that supposed to work then?
Magic, lad. Just be careful when you use them.
Yeah,
Aha, okay.
Magic.
Magic. I will try and use the bone, but I have a feeling that it's gonna say you need the key. Oh. I stand corrected. Oh, there goes. Dog Demodone! I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, if you need to do some after stream care, please go ahead and do that. Make sure to look after yourself. Thank you so much again for that wonderful raid. Alright, let's check what's going on over here. So you can do it again, you said. Backstage chats. Oh, okay. Allow me to thank you again, Adventure, for such an enthusiastic showing of our recent concert. As it happens, the Songbirds and the Sensual Prince are scheduled to take a break from the spotlight in mere moments. Might you be interested in speaking with them? I am certain the four of them spotted you in the crowd. They would doubtless be pleased to learn of your recent journalistic exploits on their behalf. You're free to speak to whomever you like, of course. Just say the word and I shall summon them here. Oh, that's cute. That's my first time seeing the raid video. Yee, I'm glad you like it. I do try and make a new one ever so often. All dolphins are taxonomically a type of whale, specifically toothed whales, like sperm whales. You're correct either way. There you go. There you go. Alright, let's have a look. So which of our stars do you wish to converse with? Let's say to Ulala first. We'll do it in order. But of course, I shall go and fetch them right away. Until then, would you kindly wait by thy peach tree over yonder? Oh my goodness. Apologies for the wait. When I heard you dropped by to see us, Emma, I simply had to make sure I looked my best. I spied you in the audience, you know. I take it you joined the rest of my adoring fans in crimson, yes? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you did. If you attend another concert, rest assured, I'll be keeping an eye out for you. And if you're not waving my colours around, well, let's just say you and I will have some words. My illuminations will glow forever red in your honor. As well as they should. I am, of course, Eorzea's premier songstress, or aiming towards that lofty title anyway. A songbird's work is never done. In any event, we've plenty more shows to put on, so do join us again. You'll be cheering ooh la la in time with the rest of them soon enough. That's cute. How did your conversation fare? Good, I trust? Excellent. I thank you for your time. Your words are bound to fuel the fire in their hearts, I'm sure. Should you wish to speak with anyone else for the duration of Little Ladies' Day, you need only ask. 'Tis the least we can do for you. Our performances will continue for a while yet, so please do enjoy the festivities to your heart's content. Okay, so you get... Right, let's skip through the chat here. We've got 3 more to check on. Narumi. But of course, okay. I'm terribly sorry for the wait. What a joy it is to see you, Emma. Are you well? Yours was a welcome presence in the audience. Thank you kindly for your warm support during our last concert. It's still odd to think an average girl like myself could become a realm-wide singing sensation. Even now, there are days where I fear this fame is but a fleeting dream, and I might soon wake from it. You're doing just fine out there. Thank you. I'm pleased to hear that. With the girls and pick up Thank you. I'm pleased to hear that. With the girls and Picot on my side, I know I have others to count on if I am ever to falter. I'll continue to give everything I have, for myself and for them as well. Though life as a star may seem surreal at times, in my heart I'm well aware this is reality, and I must continue to prove worthy of this privilege. That is why I'll do my utmost to ensure our performances bring warmth and joy to you and all of our adoring fans. Oh, okay. Final Fantasy XIV has a much more interesting system when it comes to classes, because on a single character you can do all of them to 100 if you so wish to. The ones that I have maxed out are Scholar, Dancer, Summoner, Pictomancer and Blue Mage. I don't really play Summoner because Summoner and Scholar are like a dual class and they level up at the same time. So I'm a Scholar and Pictomancer as my main classes. And then I also have my Disciple of the Hand for crafting and Disciple of the Land for gathering. And you can switch them at any time. So like right now I'm a Scholar. I can switch over to Pictomancer. I can go on to my Black Mage. And it would just change my gear and levels accordingly. So like on here I've got my gear set lists for each of the gear and whatnot. And so basically each of the jobs is tied to your weapon. So if you change your weapon, it changes your class. I guess the best counter to an actually is another actually. Yeah, there's DPS support and tank. Or rather, DPS healing tank, yeah. So your tanks are Gladiator, Marauder, Dark Knight and Gunbreaker. Healers are White Mage, Scholar, Astrologian and Sage. You have melee DPS for up-close physical fighting. Monk, Dragoon, Rogue, Samurai, Reaper and Viper. You have physical ranged DPS. Archer, Machinist, now I've got Dancer. Wait, what? I mean, what is your build's lean? Huh? Scholar is healer. Dancer is physical DPS. Pictomancer is ranged magical DPS. Is that all you wanted to know? You can switch. As I said, your class is tied to your weapon. You switch your weapon, it switches your class. You can save your build outs, your gear loadout with the gear set lists. You just switch which one you're doing on one character. You can have multiple characters. I have 7 because I like redoing the story. But you can have all classes on one character if you so want to. But obviously you can only be one class at a time and you can't switch in the middle of a dungeon. Yeah. I need another drink. There's a lot of talking. Right, 2 more to do. But of course, okay, let's go to the next one. Blah, 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 blah. I hope I didn't keep you waiting over long. How are you faring, Emma? It's rather hard to believe I'd been in show business for so long now. Fame and fortune is all well and good, but I won't be satisfied with that alone. The road to perfection is never ending. I wish to own my craft and keep dazzling our audiences. To that end, I recently began proposing new and more challenging dances and songs that we might reach in ever greater heights. Your drive to improve is inspiring. I'm pleased to hear it. Let us keep following our dreams then. They can lead us to the most wondrous of places if we let them. Now, I'm not the only one striving to improve, mind. Picot and the girls work tirelessly to deliver stellar performances as well. We'll continue to reach for the stars on every stage we stand upon. And wherever we go, I hope we'll cross paths with you from time to time. Aww. And yeah, it's strawberry themed. I have a strawberry on my jumper as well. E. You'll have to do the fake. Oh no, really? No! I'm angry about that because I've got to do it all across 7 alts. Well, at least I get the emotes. Yippee! That's the main thing I'm wanting. Oh, that is annoying. Right, I should have 1 more. I do apologise if I don't respond straight away to things. If I'm in the middle of a cutscene and voice acting, I'm trying to do it in 1 take, because then it makes my editing later on a bit easier. Alright, we've just got pick up. 4 vouchers of fate, gotcha. Hi, YouTube. Apologies for the wait, Emma. I'm doing a wrong voice here. Apologies for the wait, Emma. When I heard it was you who requested my presence, I ran here as fast as I could. It's been exhilarating to perform for such passionate crowds, time and time again. Our fans are truly special. My hope that we can answer every fan who waves a violet illumination in my honour. Of course, that includes you, Emma. I appreciated your support during my last show. Deeper, sexier puppy. I'm not as good as doing deeper voices, but I can try. If I go too deep, I'll just sound like Jackie. You're like a prince possessed on stage. You think so? I've always felt that my stage persona didn't differ much from my true self, but I suppose I tend to lose track in the heat of the performance. Wherever you find yourself in the audience, know that I shall have my eyes on you. As Seneschal Prince, I am honour bound to ensure that your experience is unforgettable. The next time we meet, may it be under my violet lights. Your British accent gets heavier when I get deeper. Alright. Okay, so where is the... Ah! Oh, Buzz!
13 has been a verified well-being for 15 months. 'Tis a celebration for the littlest of ladies.
Okay, these are... Okay, they're not too expensive. Well, I definitely want the cherry tree. Hold on. It's Royal Handmaiden. Let's put yellow on. That's blue. Oh, flip, I missed it. There we go. Suddenly loaded into an idol concert. Hey, Antonars. Are you enjoying Little Ladies' Day? Purple. Purple pickle. It's really cute, but you do have to do this fate multiple times to get all the extra rewards. Blue. Yeah, so I'm only going to need to do it multiple times really on Emma. I might do it like twice on my alts for the outfits. I don't really need to get the other bits. But on Emma, I definitely want to get all of them. At least this doesn't take too long. And it doesn't involve queuing into an instance like the Valentine's event was. That was painful for going through on alts. Not gonna lie. Ba-ba-dam, bam, bam, ba-ba-dam, bam, bam. Hey! Team Pico. Oh. There we go. Curtain call. So I'm gonna need this one. This one. And let's get one of these ones. I'm gonna hold on to these just until I've got all of them. Yeah. The next one is gonna be. Let's do Violet. Let's join Team Pico. Hold on, where's the new ones? Cheer on Violet. There we go. Yeah, I do quite like that. I'm going to switch that from my default blue one I have. The wave is yellow. So this does side by side too, doesn't it? I do quite like that. I will switch that one there as well. I'll keep my cheer jump as red. Oh my goodness. Alright, I'll wait for one more fate. And then we might switch game, possibly. I do still have more of the demos to work on. There we go. But yeah, I should probably do the purple. Come on. Midsummer doesn't have the little lightsabers too. Can you imagine that? A tiny little dragon with lightsaber with little light buttons. Oh my goodness. Oh. Yeah, I still have a couple more demos to try out. I should still have time on Friday after we do the Murray Wildwoods playtest. But it would be good if I could get like 1 or 2 done today as well. Just for getting through them all. I still have the last gas station, slowly sliding ducks, and Toy Maker Threads of Joy. Oh, here we go. All right, who's first? Red. I have my red light ready. Purple. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, ba, ba, bam, bam, bam. Blue. Ba, ba, bam, 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 ba, ba, bam, bam, ba, ba, bam, bam, ba, ba, bam. Yellow. Purple. Let's do yellow. Purple again. I'm just lost in here. And move forward of it. Purple! There we go. Red? Red! Purple, blue, blue, I'm about to say blue. Oh my goodness. That's purple. Purple, purple. Yes, you're blue. Shut up, Hopus. Shut up. There's a lot of people going purple. I miss cake PvP. I don't miss cake PvP. This is at least a lot easier for doing on alts compared to that one. Nobody's making you do it though. That's very true. That's very true. Oops. Don't click on that one. Alright, so I still need this one. I'll still need that. I'm gonna want these as well. So that's 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need to do it 2 more times for sure. Alright. I guess I will grind that, I will grind that later. I will grind that later for sure. Alright. Thank you for watching. Be sure to check out my socials here and make sure to subscribe and click the bell for all future notifications. Bye.